It's the Sumo Show, the podcast that discusses everything that's going on in Japanese Grand Sumo. Whether you've been steeped in sumo lore since the Heisei era, like me, Stan, or you're a dedicated fan who wants to get deeper into what's happening on and off the dojo, like our good friend Troy, or you're brand new to the world of sumo and just want to learn what it's all about, no matter how much you know about the sport, the Sumo Show has something for you. So let's throw some purifying salt into the ring, do a few big Shiko foot stomps, and see what's new on this week's episode of the Sumo Show. So konnichiwa, everyone. And Okaidi, welcome back to my co-host Troy.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How was your weekend?
It is Nakabi. It is the middle day
Mm-hmm.
of the Haru Basho. Already. How did that happen?
Just sneaks up on you.
Suddenly 8 days go by.
I know. Well, that is pretty wild, actually. Now that I think about it, feels like we were just talking about this yesterday.
And it turns out it was a week ago.
I know.
How was your week, Troy? Have you had a up and down week? And
Up and down, yeah. So up and down. I'm still kind of processing these stones, which I thought I was done with, but they've come back to say hello again.
Well, they
So
missed you.
if I'm suddenly muted, I'm only screaming.
It's to hide the blood curdling screams.
That's right. That's right. Now I'm doing all right. It was an interesting week. Tried to keep up on sumo. Lots of, prescient discussions we had in our last show have led to, of course. I'm glad that they must be listening.
Yeah, they heard us. They said, "Oh, well, that's what we should do then."
Yeah. We'll get into that, but
we'll say we got a few things right last Sunday.
we did indeed.
We're not happy about all of them, but we were right.
Right? Yeah, it's not always great to be right.
But it was a very exciting week. This week one of the tournament has been a lot of really good sumo. As we go, I will go through the day by day what happened this week, but not always the people that we wanted winning, but there were a lot of very good matches
and some interesting developments in the sumo community as well.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, a friend has come back from the...
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, so one thing I should say is over on our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group?
We do indeed. We really do. It's fun.
Where I post every day with a link to... I've been posting, let's say we've, over the last year or so, we've been trying to figure out the best way to handle this ever since we stopped having direct access to video that we could post and whatnot.
Yeah.
And figuring out the best way to put things up on our Facebook group and have it be visually interesting. We used to take a clip from our good friend Nato Sumo.
Yeah.
Who got taken down
many times,
a bazillion times. He's so flexible, just like Ura at the edge of the ring. But he disappeared for quite a while. Apparently, he's back.
Yeah, we were surprised. One of our very own found his details.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So in the Facebook group, I'm mostly it's me posting and not a lot of other people posting. And one of our members, one of the people who's joined us in the last year and has been, very insightful, won a few of our Fantasy Oyakata games and has a lot of interesting things to say. Jackie Skidmore has came on and has posted a few things. She said, well, here's another person I found. Here's another group I found that's doing the streaming. And she actually reached out to me to find out if it was okay that she was posting in the group.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I tried to. I hope she took me at my word when I said, God, yes.
Absolutely, yeah. And it can be hard too, because one of the things that's great about our community, and folks can attest to this, and largely because I'm a dummy, we really talk about it is a great place to learn, and you don't have to be the sumo expert, but
Right.
yeah, so Jackie
Right.
found
Yes.
Nato's details, and
Well,
I'm gonna actually is it
it's
Nato,
no,
or is
it's
it
not
Herbert?
Nato. No, there is no word Nato associated with it. If you look in our private chat, I put the link up there. It is Sumo with Herbert.
Yeah, I've dropped that in the live chat, so if folks want to click over at some point or want to check out what Herbert's up to.
Right. So she dropped this thing Sumo with Herbert. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting enough name. And I popped it open and I saw the graphics and I was like,
There's
Nato!
Nato. That's great. Yeah. Like it very much. Yeah.
So the videos are back daily. They've got all the graphics we love, all the information, all the wry, humorous commentary from Nato in
Good stuff.
his little Gyoji pop-ups. It's
I miss all of it. I missed every bit of it. I'm so glad to see that Herbert has come to carry the banner.
While I've been using our Fantasy Oyakata as the only graphics that I've been putting in our Facebook postings, I think maybe I'll wait till the start of next Basho. But I think I'll start putting his graphics, his daily graphics, which we'll be
so
looking
great.
at here, because he has this great bit where he shows how everyone is scored each day. Is very easy, like so much of his stuff. It's very easy to look at it and just parse the information and examine it in multiple ways, which are sometimes difficult to do with the traditional Banzuke style posting and the Torakumi style posting.
Well, I think too, Nato's posts really have informed the community at large. A lot of people follow suit and try to do as much in the graphics department, but he's just really. They just really got it down to a science.
He's a wizard, that Herbert.
Shall we look at him?
Sure. Let's pull it up. And this was where things when we finished last Sunday. This is where things stood. It's the end of day one. So we got half of them won and half of them lost. But we'll see. Very interestingly, that on the loss side, Onosato lost his day one match, and we were a little worried about him.
Yeah.
He didn't get enough practice. In fact, he got very little practice coming up for this. His shoulder was still hurting him, I think when we were talking about the pre-tournament, who to bet on, for the first time since he's been in the mix, he was not, from my perspective, he was not one of the best choices for who's going to be your winner. Just because he's injured. He's injured.
He hurt. Yeah. Yep.
So he lost on day one, which wasn't good. But we see that Hoshoryu and Aonishiki and Kotozakura, both of our Sekiwake, Kirishima. So Aonishiki, he's one of the big storylines, in that if he can win this tournament, he can get a promotion to Yokozuna and would tie a record for doing that the fastest.
Yeah.
And something that hasn't been done in 90 years or so.
Yeah, just to add to his collection of firsts and haven't been since the dawn of sumo. Yeah, it's amazing.
And Kirishima, Sekiwake Kirishima, on the verge of earning back a promotion to Ozeki if he can get 11 wins this time. I think he might even 10 might even be in the range that they might give it to him. But if he has a good enough tournament, we could have 3 Ozeki. Yeah, we haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah.
And other lots of interesting things going on. So that's where things stood going into day 2. Important matches in day 2. Onosato lost again. He lost to Atami Fuji.
Yeah.
So Atami Fuji got off that one day loss, and Hoshoryu won again. Kotozakura won again. Aonishiki also lost on day 2.
Mm.
And I mean, he's someone we also talked about. He's won 2 tournaments in a row already. And was he going to just come in and run the table? And we were slowing it down a little.
Do we have a day 2 graphic?
Do we have a day 2 graphic?
We have the standings entering day 2. I just wondered if it.
No, we'll have it entering day 3. So,
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So rather than go back and forth to the Torakumi like we've been looking at, I think I'm just going to try this.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah. So the question was, could he do it again? And of course, neither one of us and very few of the pundits anywhere wanted to say no, he can't. But we were a little hesitant. Can he do 3 in a row? Right? He's hit the top without the top people figuring him out enough to give him a hard time. He's run the table pretty easily the last 2 tournaments.
Yeah.
So losing on day 2 to Yoshino Fuji.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Was a hint that maybe we were right, that there people are beginning to figure a little bit out about him, and it still figured he was in the mix, right? He's still in the mix here, but things are a little, uncertain. Is that uncertainty starts to hover over,
to creep in? Yeah, the voices are saying, yeah.
Kirishima also lost on day 2.
Oh,
and but you know who did win on day 2?
who?
Shodai.
I knew you were going to say Shodai.
Hakuno Fuji was back on day 1, and he lost, and then he was out on day 2. He hurt his foot again. He came into the tournament with a left foot, a right foot, a break. It was a couple of breaks that he was healing up on, but he was back feeling good enough to fight, which seemed dumb to me, but there he was. And on day 1, he hurt his other foot.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah,
and so on day 2, he pulled out. Shodai gets the win automatically. So if now I just got to figure out how to make this work on my desk. So we look at day 3. This is the end of day 2, going into day 3. Oshoryu and Kotozakura and Takayasu still there undefeated. Aonishiki and Kirishima join the 1-loss brigade, and Onosato down there in the no-win brigade. Wakamoto Haru. Abi. Abi at M5. He came in with his back taped up, something awful, and apparently he has a broken vertebra. And
no.
It's a stress break, but he was there fighting anyway, and he clearly was uncomfortable the entire time.
Oh, boo.
So yeah, he looked pretty bad on day 1 and day 2. He lost to Ichi Yamamoto. The two of them are practically clones of each other, but and Abi usually gets the better of him, but Ichi Yamamoto just ran him backwards off the dohyo.
Oh boy. The vertebra injury is just wow.
Yeah, and yet they show up and fight.
Yeah, they do.
All right, so on day 3 with these standings, Hoshoryu wins again.
Nice.
Onosato loses again. Loses for the 3rd time. He starts off the tournament 0-3. Aonishi gets back in and beats Wakatakakage. That was a fun match. Kotozakura continues winning. Starts off 3-0 for the first time in I don't know how long. Kirishima gets back. He beats Atami Fuji to get back in a winning way. Ura wins to go 3-0. Good start there. Uda and Maegashira 8. We're kind of hoping that maybe that's a good level for him. Shodai wins, beats Tamawashi. Tamawashi, their oldest guy in the division, the Iron Man, right? He's setting a record. I think this week he did set that record for most uh, uh, most matches in the top division ever. If not, he's going to set it in the next couple of days. But he hasn't won. He hasn't gotten a Kachikoshi in 7 tournaments.
Oh,
Since he turned 41, he hasn't gotten a Kachikoshi. So everyone's kind of waiting for him to just get one more Kachikoshi so he can really, really break that record and set a new record for oldest guy ever to get a Kachikoshi in the top division. But not starting off strong here. So at the end of day 3, we see that our number of undefeateds is dropping precipitously.
yeah, absolutely.
Very quickly, right? Usually, it takes it takes till about Thursday or Friday for it to get down to, 5 or 6. This is very quick. Day 4 is Tuesday. Oh, day 4 is Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday.
Yeah. That middle section is looking a little.
Yeah, we got a lot of one-loss Rikishi, but only 7 undefeated Rikishi.
Right.
And Hoshoryu's still there. Kotozakura is still there. Takayasu's still there. But then we got a bunch of Maegashira 4, 5, 8, and 10. Those are people who we know are not going to maintain undefeated streaks too long.
Yeah.
And on day 4, Onosato pulls out. Onosato goes Kyujo.
Yeah. Clearly by now.
Yeah. No, 3 losses. Oh, and on the previous day, Abi did go Kyujo on day 3. So he's out. Onosato's out. Day 4, Hoshoryu loses.
Oh.
Loses to Fujinokawa. Kotozakura loses. Loses to Takayasu. Aonishiki loses for the second time. He loses to Churanomi, and he looked sloppy doing it.
Oh, no.
Kirishima wins. Atami Fuji wins. Uda suffers his first loss. Shodai goes to 3-1. It's just a cavalcade of fun. Hoshoryu just, I don't know. He didn't look like he brought it that day. So he left it in the locker room. It wasn't terrible, but it just he didn't look sharp like he had been.
Interesting.
And I'll tell you, throughout the week, he's had another couple of close calls that shouldn't have been that close. But we say his modus operandi is to get better as the tournament goes along. Hit week 2 and be really great. He's just got to avoid the week 1 losses. Well, on day 4, he took a week 1 loss.
That was his first loss then on day 4?
That was his first, yeah. So we're looking at start of day 4. He was undefeated. End of day 4. Oh, we're down to 3 undefeateds.
Look at that.
And Hoshoryu drops. And
down. It's the Maegashira boys. That's something. The M4 and M5 boys, Takanosho and Kotoshoho. That's they're hanging on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kotoshoho won a tournament last year.
Yeah.
And, but he was ranked about Maegashira 8 or 9 when he did it. And then he got that big promotion and got smacked around.
Mm-hmm.
So Takanosho used 2 years ago was a Sanyaku stable. Like, he was just there all the time. And then he had a little injury. He slipped down and he's been having trouble climbing his way back up. but certainly we know that he can fight the kind of sumo that will be competitive up at the very top.
Yeah.
And he's looking like it this week, or in week 1 anyway. So yeah, down to just 3 on Thursday. And our good friend Takayasu,
Yeah.
right back up there. Could this be it? Could this be the time? Is this his chance? Has his day come? Maybe.
Maybe.
But we see Hoshoryu gets his first loss. Kotozakura has a loss. Kirishima has a loss. Shodai still only 1 loss there.
Looking like wow, Shodai.
And Shodai has on several of his wins. Shodai has looked super sharp. Like he unpacked his Oseki sumo and decided he'd try it on.
Right.
Let's see. I'm looking here how other people are doing this at this point. Tobizaru doing terribly.
Oh, bummer. I see that.
3.
Terrible.
Doing terrible.
1 and 3, and day 5 is rough.
Shishi's 2 and 2. Tamawashi still doesn't have a win. 0 and 4.
Yeah. Wakamoto Haru too.
Wakamoto Haru just is Wakamoto Haru. He hasn't looked terrible, but he's not been sharp, and he's Wakamoto Haru has the curse of being komusubi, right?
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time. One of the toughest ranks, komusubi and Maegashira 1, 2 toughest ranks, just because of what your week 1 schedule is like.
Right.
Wakamoto Haru is not looking sharp, and the week 1 is beating him up. Atami Fuji, or other komusubi, is 2 and 2, which is as we often say, if you come out of week 1 as komusubi with 3 wins, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's looking all right. What else? What else have we got here? Gonoyama still looking good at 3 and 1. Gonoyama, who when he first came up, looked like he might be one of those guys, and has just I'm trying to remember the guy he reminds me of, but he just is way too over anxious, and over the last few Basho, over the last 6 months or so, more like a year, he's really strong. He's got big pushing thrusting, but he just overextends himself, and everyone knows it. And if they can avoid getting shoved out of the ring in the first 3 or 4 strikes,
then
he can usually manage to step far enough back that he lands on his stomach. But this tournament, he's been keeping his feet under him and looking good. So we will go and see what things look like going into day 6. That's Friday. We're down to 2 because Kotoshoho lost on day.
But 4 and 1, still pretty good.
Yeah. So on day 6, let me just pull my thing up here. Day 6, Hoshoryu gets back and wins again, so it goes to 5 and 1. Kotozakura loses again. He gets his 3rd loss, so he's back to his kind of Kotozakura over the last 8 months, last 4 tournaments or so, has been nothing but like 8 and 7. He hasn't had a Makakoshi, but he's rarely gotten 9 wins, let alone the 10 that we kind of expect from an Ozeki. But the thing was that the person he lost to was Atami Fuji, who doesn't usually beat him. So Atami Fuji gets his 3rd win, which is terrific. Ao Nishiki loses for a 3rd time.
Oh.
He goes to 3 and 3. So, which now is putting him on the edge of, even if he finishes, if he just goes on a tear and wins all of his remaining matches, all 9 of his remaining matches,
Yeah.
he still might only get to a playoff or not get a yusho anyway if any of these top guys do well. Shodai gets a 5th win.
Yeah. Wow.
Kirishima goes to 5-1. So yeah, so going into day 7. Oh, let me see what happened to Takayasu. Takayasu loses to Wakataka Kage, and Takanosho loses to Koto Shoho. So Koto Shoho dropped down one day, and he pulls Takanosho down with him the next day.
Oh.
So we have no more undefeated Rikishi, and suddenly the top looks a little crowded again.
Yeah. Yep.
And Hoshoryu's back on the top, as is Kirishima, as is Takayasu. And look who's down there, Shodai.
Wow. Okay. Wouldn't have been my pick to be anywhere near the top, but
yeah. On our show last week when we were looking at the Fantasy Oyakata game, Marvelous, our good friend Marvelous, picked Shodai for his team, and I mocked him.
I mocked him openly. Yeah,
we mocked him openly.
Marvelous had his finger on a thing. Who knew?
Yeah, so that was going into yesterday.
And then 5-1 on day, yeah. I mean that's just yeah. So anyway, Shodai is doing it.
So on day 7, Hoshoryu wins, gets back in the winning way. Al Nishiki loses. He goes to 3-4. 3-4, which pretty much means that his Yokozuna hopes are
not on the
are just off the table for this tournament. I mean, still theoretically, we've had a few times in the last a couple of years, where an 11-4 has won the tournament in a playoff, but
it's a long shot.
It's a long shot, and I guess if a win's a win, right? For that, if he wins 2 tournaments in a row, but there's some case to be made that even if he wins with a 11-4, that
he's still not
maybe
there.
they don't give him the promotion,
right?
Which that's just about the only scenario of him winning and not getting promoted. What else happened? Kotozakura wins that day. Kirishima continues to win. Takayasu continues to win. Takanosho continues to win. Oh, Hakuno Fuji comes back. He comes back after missing a few days.
Okay.
And so where we see him is 0-2-4 here. He comes back and wins his first day back. But he looks like he's literally walking on eggshells.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about him being back, but
I hate it.
Me too.
I hate it.
Especially if he's really walking. I mean, if he really looks like he's not, if it's still impacting him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a mistake.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'll just kind of jump ahead a little on today. Yeah. On day 8, he loses, and he loses because his opponent kind of gets him in a position where he can just get out of his way and knows that he can't stop, and he's walking funny.
Oh boy.
So, yes, I really would rather see Hakuno Fuji not be here, but it's so and at least one of the commentators was talking about it, that he's in the midst of that scandal with the violent scandal.
Yeah.
Right. And the Sumo Association seems to be lining up to get as small a penalty for the Oyakata as possible, which is going to mean throwing Hakuno Fuji under the bus for having been drunk and having provoked having provoked someone perform violence on him.
Oh no.
So there's a lot. There's some talk. There's talk in some corners about he's being back so he can be there, showing what a good samurai he is, what a good soldier he is. He's hurt. He's going to be there and give it his all anyway.
Bummer.
Which I hate.
Yeah, I hate that.
Who else? Oh, yeah. Shodai loses.
Well, there you go.
Shodai loses to Shishi.
Well, good on you, Shishi.
Shishi, yeah, is 3-3 coming into the day. So going into day 8, going into today, this is where things stood.
That's an odd little cluster of 5 and 2s.
Yeah. Not a lot. Suddenly, it's not a lot of second placers.
Yeah.
And it's Shodai, and it's it's Shodai and a couple of low ranks. So they're going to be losing again soon.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I didn't clip? I didn't clip an end of day 8 image. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, curse me. I'm not used to working with not those good graphics anymore.
Right? Yeah.
But this is how it was at the start of the day. So I'll tell you that Koto Shoho won. Hoshoryu won.
Okay.
So he goes to 7-1. Sorry, looking here. Looking at the wrong day. On day 8, which is there, Hoshoryu loses.
Oh no.
He loses to Daisho. In a really, very exciting match. But Daisho pulls to 4-4, and Hoshoryu drops to 6-2. Kotozakura loses again to go to 4-4. Takanosho wins. He's 7-1. Kirishima wins. He's 7-1. Oh, Takanosho beats Aonishiki to drop him to 3-5.
Oh no.
So yeah, his now not only is his Yokozuna bid off the table, he's got to have a very good week 2, or he's going to be Makekoshi.
Yeah.
He's going to be Kadoban.
Yeah.
In just his 3rd tournament as an Ozeki. So he's whatever it is. I really think that the first couple of losses got into his head, and now he's spinning his own wheels.
Right.
And he's got to get over that. He's got to get over that and have a strong week 2. Because he's got 7 days left, and he needs to win 5 of them. Kirishima wins to stay 7-1. Tommy Fuji wins. He's 5-3. Koto Shoho wins to stay 7-1. So our leaders here, Kirishima, Takayasu. So Takayasu loses. Oh, that was Kirishima and Takayasu were head-to-head today.
Oh.
And it was another really good match. And it wasn't super exciting. It was one of the ones where they locked up, but it wasn't one of those ones where they locked up and they were just leaning on each other. They were at a weird angle and forcing it the whole time. It was a really good match. Kidoshima drops out. Kirishima stays as a leader. Takayasu drops out. Takanosho stays a leader. Koto Shoho stays a leader. And Gonoyama stays a leader. So going into tomorrow, here at the end of day 8, heading into week 2, our leaders are Kirishima, Takanosho, Koto Shoho, and Gonoyama.
Interesting.
At 7-1. And Hoshoryu and Takayasu drop to 6-2. Shodai drops out. He's down to 5-3. Asahakuryu loses. He goes to 5-3. Kotoeho wins to stay at 6-2. So In second place, we've got Hoshoryu and Takayasu and Kotoeho.
Our cluster. That's our cluster second of the
second.
Yeah.
Placers. But if we look here, other people, we haven't talked a lot about Asanoyama, and you'll see he's there at 4-3. What did he do on Sunday? He lost. He's 4-4 here on day 8. He's not having a great tournament. He's lost a few where his ring sense seemed to be very much in the window of why he was losing. A couple he got taken by surprise and run off the ring by someone who was much lighter than him. But then a couple of the others were he's not the fighter he was 5 years ago.
I mean, I'm interested in not familiar with Fuji Seiyun.
He's this is his first or second tournament in the top division. He's one of those guys that's been talked about as an up and comer.
Yeah. Looks like he might not be dropping down. He'll be hanging on.
Yeah. I never remember this guy's our latest guy to come up with long hair and no nage.
Yeah.
He's doing okay. And I can't remember. Is it Fuji Ryoga? I don't. It's one of the guys who's new this time. I think it might be Fuji Ryoga.
Okay.
But yeah, very interesting tournament. A lot going on. See, folks who are not doing good. Looking down here on that right-hand column, we've got Mitakeumi and Tobizaru and Tamawashi all at 2 and 5. That's
yeah. Tobizaru, the spark.
Yeah,
where's it going?
Uda is on the wrong side of the 50-50 right now.
Yeah,
3 and 4. Hopefully he'll have a better week too. When we look at our Komusubi, like Atami Fuji at 4 and 3, again, we were talking about that 4 and 3 week at Komusubi is great. So he finished. He got a win on Sunday, so he's 5 and 3. He went 5 and 3 week 1 at Komusubi, which means after being in the playoff last Basho, he's placed himself well to be in the yusho run coming down the neck going into week 2. Kotozakura's 4 and 4. Oh, Kotozakura. You make your life hard. Yeah, Aonishiki 3 and 5. That's
the Waka Bros are not doing super good.
Oh, the Waka Bros are doing terribly. They so like 3 wins between them.
That's too bad.
No, 4 wins. Wakataka Kage got 3 wins. Although Wakataka Kage has hurt his. He came in with his his left arm. I think it's his left arm. One of his elbows bad and wrapped up and bandaged, and clearly had some trouble with it on day 1, and has almost Onosato like has been trying to fight mostly one-handed. And in today's loss against Tommy Fuji, he got into a good position with that arm to throw with, but he's much smaller than Tommy Fuji. Was kind of having a time of it, and Tommy Fuji clamped down on that arm, and they wound up getting one of those. They're both trying to throw each other at the same time and forcing it down, and all that means is that all of Tommy Fuji's weight is going on to Wako Takage's bad elbow, and he gets up and it's like he's holding the arm like he can't feel anything in it. And really, at this point, I'm kind of thinking we got a pretty good chance that Wakataka Kage is going to go Kyujo. If if he knows what's good for his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where things stand at the moment.
That's where things stand.
Stan. Yeah, I wish I had thought to put the end of day 8 card on here, but I didn't.
That's right. Yeah, we're just reintegrating Herbert's work. Herbert's good works. So is it time?
Almost. So yeah, I just want to look at one thing here. No, that's not what I want to look at. I want to look at there. So yeah, Hoshoryu 6-2. Aonishiki 3-5. Our very top, our Yokozuna and Ozeki are having just the kind of thing we we were complaining about 2 years ago. This is a bad tournament for them.
Yeah, they're kind of scattered.
6-2 is not terrible for Hoshoryu. He's still in the mix. He's still in second place, but he's not looked sharp. And he lost 2 that he really shouldn't have. Oh no, Sato's out. Kotosakura's 4-4, and Aonishiki is 3-5. Kirishima still looking in. He's looking in a really good place. He's 7-1, which means that if he can get 4 more wins, he'll probably get re-promoted back up to Ozeki. If he gets 3 more wins, he's got an outside shot at it. Takayasu 6-2, in as good a place as ever to make another run at finally getting a yusho. Tommy Fuji right up there, just behind them. Got a super exciting week 2 coming up.
Looking forward to that.
So, having said that, we should talk about this other thing that we have going on.
Is it this thing? Fantasy Oyakata.
It is, if I can. Oh God, it's still killing me. How do I? Here we go. Yes, we can look at where things stand in the Fantasy Oyakata race.
Hey,
so I did the same thing that I did for the Herbert.
I like that.
We can look at how things went day by day. This is how things looked last Sunday when we finished day 1.
Big middle section there.
Yeah. We got a lot of people with 3 points. So everything going strange we go on to day 2, and still like 1 point. Only one person is below 1 point, and that is poor Snow, who made a couple of bad choices of people who went Kyujo.
Yeah.
But things are looking very tight, very exciting.
Yeah, look at that. That is a good
day 2. Yeah. Day 3. It's no longer possible to have a perfect score. You see down here at best possible, because of and best possible. Usually you can stay perfect for 4 or 5 days, but no, not anymore. Here we go. Things are tightening up even more.
They are indeed. Oh no, look at me.
Yeah, you're off the pace a little there, but
on the high Heya is not looking super good.
But it's still only 3 points behind, and we know in the Fantasy Oyakata game, you can make up a lot of ground in a single day.
You sure can. Yeah, that is true.
All right, so then on day 4, it starts to spread out a little more.
A little bit. Look at Jackie.
Jackie and me up there.
Both of you. Yes. Yeah, that's exciting.
And Lightning Rishi, which is that's marvelous.
Good pick in. Yeah, that's Shodai delivering.
Shodai carrying him up to the top. because then on day 5, he goes all the way to the top. In fact,
Look at
take the
that.
2-point lead.
Showtime, yeah, bringing it home for you, friend. That's amazing.
We got a whole bunch of people here at 16. You're right. You're starting to lag a little there, buddy.
I'm starting to flag on this one. Yep.
Got to pick it up a little. So we go to day 6. Day 6 was Friday, and he's increasing his lead. And in fact, Jackie and I falling back.
Look at that. That's great. I mean, not great that you guys are falling back,
right.
but
no. This is exciting. I think it's great because we got a good bunch of people who are all doing well, and it's look at Masatari that kind of jumps up there into 3rd place. Day 7, staying up top. Look at that. Staying up top.
Love it. Now Shinonori, that's a new.
I think that's a new guy, and Aaron's gang. That's a new guy.
Look at that. Masatari is back up there, getting good.
So that's where things stand. That's where things stood going into today.
All right.
Having said that, I will now show you where things stand. Where is it? There it is. Where things stand now. So I've done my usual mysterious blocking out. We can see the points. This is what the points look like. So best possible is 33. Our best score is 27. We got 2 people tied at 26. 2 people tied at 25. 23, 22, 20, 16. Well, we know from the way things turned out, it's very highly likely that down at the bottom is Snow.
Our good friend
bad
Snow.
choices, right? Not terrible choices, but he got Onosato. I mean, that hurt a few people picking Onosato. Yeah. But he got Kirishima. Yoshino Fuji's doing okay, but Onokatsu, Asanoyama, just not doing it.
The luck of the pick, yeah.
This will happen sometimes. You pick someone who looks sharp, and they have a bad tournament, and they drag you down with them.
That's right.
All right, at 20 points, we have you.
There, I mean,
I thought you were going to be 22, but then you also picked Onosato, which is not doing you any favors.
Not doing me any faves.
Fuji. As you may remember, everyone picked Kirishima in the Sanyaku level.
Right.
And about 2/3 of us picked Yoshino Fuji.
Yeah.
Ichi Yamamoto's so-so. Asakoryu's doing all right. Yeah.
Midland.
All right. At 22 points, we have Lamar B.
Nice.
Who's picked Aonishiki. That's hurting him. Hiradomi's a good choice that no one else made. Oshoma.
Hurting him a little bit.
All right. Then we come back here. At 23 points, we have Jackie coming in at 23.
All right.
So now Jackie and I have almost exactly the same.
That's right.
Yeah, you do. There are only a couple of differences. She took Aonishiki and I took Hoshoryu. So we can see that's one difference. We both took Kirishima. We both took Yoshino Fuji. We both took Uda. And she took Asahakuryu. And I took Asanoyama.
That's still a good pick, Jackie. That's a nice roster.
And so tied at 25 there, we see,
the rivalry.
Masatari and I are there.
Yep.
Hoshoryu, he's got the Aonishiki pick. Again, everyone picked Kirishima, Yoshifuji. Gonoyama, very good pick, Masatari. I did not see Gonoyama having this good a tournament. And Ura, he was going to do better, Magashira 8. We both picked Asanoyama. So again, very similar. So we're going to tie it in there. 26 points. 2 people at 26 points. we've got Aaron's gang and Marvelous dropped out of the lead.
Uh-oh. Still real strong showing at number 3.
Yeah. Both at Hoshoryu, both had Kirishima, Yoshino Fuji, and
that's the
Wakataka
Waka.
Kage. But one of the things that Marvelous gets a bonus of is that Wakataka Kage got a Kinboshi for beating Onosato.
I see.
On day 1. So that's another that Shodai and Kimboshi are helping him out. 5 and 3.
Look at that Shodai. Really bringing it home for you, Marvelous.
I think that he's going to live and die with Shodai.
Yeah.
And as I also think that Shodai is going to fall apart in week 2, and sadly, that's going to drag.
As we have learned, yeah.
But look at Aaron's gang picked Tobizadu and is still up there.
Good for Aaron's gang. That's great.
That's how good his other choices were.
Yeah.
And that means that our leader after day 8, a leader on Nakabi is Sheena Nodiu.
Congratulations, Daniel. That's great.
Daniel LaRue.
Daniel.
Yeah. With Hoshoryu and Kirishima and Hiradomi and Gonoyama and Oshomi. Imagine if he'd not picked Oshomi, if he'd just gone for Asanoyama, he'd be up at 29 points and walking away with it.
Still looking really good. That's
very good. Yes. Yeah, I think he's in a very strong position.
And the point spread is enough that it could shake up things, something could happen.
Yes, I mean, but looking at this, we still have so much is tied up in what happens in the middle and lower. Right? Who's going to do well in week 2? If Oshomi can start winning a little,
that'll
great.
Yeah.
If Onokatsu does anything, that'll bring Snow back into it, and all of these Asanoyamas, if he starts doing well, are going to leap up. And Shodai does badly, Marvelous. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm picking on you again, Marvelous. If Shodai does great, that Marvelous is going to be right up there, and laugh at all of us. Laugh all the way to the Yusho award ceremony.
I would not hold your breath, but yeah.
He's going to ride the sea bream all the way to a win.
All the way to the lucky top. Yeah.
So that is how our Fantasy Oyakata game is looking here as we head into week 2.
Exciting stuff. Very exciting.
Yeah. Quite the tournament. But 8 lovely days of sumo, 7 lovely days to go.
And a lot can happen in 7 days, as we would know well. So yeah, I wouldn't count your show days before they hatched. Marvelous, but looking good. Oh boy, I guess I better lose. Fantastic. All right. Well, good sumo. Good stuff. Looking forward to this second week rolling out and seeing how everybody does. I'm hoping for no more injuries.
Yeah, well, I hope a couple of guys go Kyujo.
I mean, just to take care of
because of the injuries they already have.
That's right.
No one else get hurt.
That's right. No newer ones. And and go take a rest, gentlemen.
Yeah,
do it.
In the meanwhile, you folks should come to our Facebook group where we're posting every day. And as I was saying, I encourage not just Jackie, but everyone to post on there.
Share your thoughts.
Yeah. Give us your thoughts on what's going on, or ask questions. I mean, I start each day with a little kind of here's what happened yesterday. Here's who our leaders are. Here's a thought or two that occurred to me. But if anyone posts questions, I certainly dive into those. Also, in my post each day, in the comments, I leave links to watch the Kintamayama video
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm putting the Herbert video, Sumo with Herbert video, and a day late I post the link to the NHK video because
Right. Yeah.
NHK posted a day late.
And then just throughout the Basho and beyond, really, there's lots of great questions, lots of people, a lot of conversations going on, and you can share your thoughts, and maybe Stan says something that just makes you you're just incensed. You can come
That
to
sounds
the
like me.
yeah. Yes, we are very confrontational here, but no, it's really a lot of fun. The community is great, and we're growing every day.
Hey man, I'm opinionated. That doesn't mean you have to agree with me.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, is it time for the drums?
Are you feeling it?
I'm gonna play them on the ground. I'm not gonna pick them up.
Don't hurt yourself lifting them up.
Right.
So before we do that, let's just say
Good.
we'll be back next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
We're going to do a show on the final day. After it's all wrapped up, we'll wrap up and do the same kind of thing again, where we go over what happened each day and how it turned out. And we'll crown the champion of our Fantasy Oyakata game.
I'm looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see who's been able to hang on and reach the top. Here we go.
So exciting.
Yeah, very much so. There we go.
You have been listening to The Sumo Show, a live podcast about the art and sport of sumo. Your hosts tonight have been Stan Brown and Troy Hewitt. Production by Troy Hewitt. Sumoliering by Stan Brown. And initial charge by Tachi Troy. So, until next Sunday, we say to you, Ciao matane!